Eugenia de Montijo. Oh, France, sorry.
Okay, we're recording. Hello.
Hola.
What the hell are you singing here?
That got me off play. Totally.
Okay, fine. Uh,
Okay, actually, I was singing a song, humming a song that's got a lot to do with our topic today. But let's go for our intro, shall we?
let's get some music, real music, please.
What do you mean, real music?
Oh no, you sing very well.
Okay, thank you.
That was some intense singing, dear Jorge.
So what?
No, good. What fantastic. Wow, this is gonna be a long day today, isn't it?
Thank you. I love you too.
Well. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this new episode of Spanish Loops. Hola, Jorge. What
Hola,
on earth are
Fran.
we going to be talking today?
Well, we're going to be talking about a lady, Spanish lady, of course, that in Europe has had a big, important role in nobility and royalty as well. I think that you might have a guess about the words I was, the lyrics I was
Yes,
singing before.
Today, we are going to talk about a moment in history
Yeah.
that I don't want to say it's ruled by women, but three very powerful women are going to be in the spotlight. One, it's Victoria, Queen Victoria from the UK. The second one is Sisi, the Empress of Austria.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one, our one, María Eugenia de Montijo, María Eugene of Montijo, who's Spanish, but we know her as French. That's the person we're going to be talking today about.
And she became the Empress of France.
There we go. So we have three powerful women.
Yeah,
Okay, but we're going
that's
to talk
right.
about ours, the Spanish one, María
The Spanish
Eugenia.
one, María Eugenia de Montijo.
Or to be more precise, María Eugenia Ignacia Agustina de Palafox y Kirkpatrick.
Can I add something, Francisco?
Sure.
The third or fourth surname you said, Palafox, is composed by another three names.
Okay, which
Palafox / Portocarrero de Guzman and Kirkpatrick.
there we go. Which the strange
Well,
one,
yeah.
it's to me the Kirkpatrick.
Yeah. What's that about?
Well, we're saying she's Spanish. Yes, she's Spanish. She was born in 1826 in Granada, in the
In
beautiful city of
Granada.
Granada.
Yeah.
And her dad is a merchant. Her mom, she is Scottish. I mean, that's why we
Sure.
have this Kirkpatrick
Mm-hmm.
last name in her. And this, her Scottish heritage, brings something very peculiar to this woman, which is the way she looks.
Mm-hmm.
When she's born, she's the second one. Her sister, her older sister, she is the typical traditional Spanish beauty, okay, or Andalusian beauty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dark hair, dark eyes. She was very pale. And then the second one, Maria Eugenia, is born, and she has nothing to do. She's a red hair. She has big, very expressive eyes, and when she's a kid, she is, let's say, a troublemaker. She is a free spirit. She wants her sister is the perfect one. Everything she does is perfect. She is not easy. Okay, she is troublemaker. The thing is that mom and dad, the father, he's a merchant, not very wealthy, but he's not yet has a big nobility title. The one who has a nobility title is his brother. They have to wait because the brother doesn't have heirs, so they have to wait until the end, until the death of Maria Eugenia's uncle, to get the title Condes de Montijo. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Montijo, Mongito, Montijo. At this moment, the family, they get the title, they inherit the money, and they move to Paris. This is a very delicate moment in Spain. We're talking that she's born 1826.
Oh, yeah. Very delicate.
Let's get ourselves into the moment.
Yeah.
In 1808, in Spain, we have a very weak king that allows the Bonaparte Empire cross Spain, and they take over Spain.
Hmm.
Joseph Bonaparte, the brother of Napoleon.
Napoleon. Yeah.
He is the emperor of Spain, and he is going to take care of Spain from 1808 until 1813. Spain is French. The novelty are with a lot of the novelty they are with the French, because here in Spain we have a podcast about it, about these French years
Yeah,
of
we do.
Spain.
Hmm.
We tend to say that they were very bad years, but they were very good for culture, for all of this. They were really, really good.
Yeah.
What happens is that it is a moment where, after the French left, is when we start having succession wars. Because at this moment, the king has one daughter, Isabella II, and her uncle wants to be king of Spain. We have all of these succession wars. We call them Carlist wars.
Yeah.
But the novelty that are supporting the French, if by any chance, let's get out of here. And the family is going to go to France. They're going to go to
France.
Paris. And it's when María Eugenia de Montijo, she's going to be educated and she's a good girl, but perfect, free-minded.
Wasn't she educated in a kind of an elite position? That it was in the was it the Sacre Coeur
Yes,
church?
she was at the Sacre-Cœur
Yeah.
school. Then
Hmm.
she went to Bristol to
Yeah.
study as well. So she speaks in French, Spanish,
So she was
English.
very versatile in languages, culture.
Big time. I mean, she was a big brain.
Mm,
And this, at this moment, 1800s, there's nothing more dangerous than an extremely beautiful, extremely clever woman.
hmm.
And to top all of that, extremely well prepared.
Hmm.
She's intelligent. She's very versed in literature, in arts, in politics. She is a very big brain. Okay.
So you mean that she wasn't just admired for her beauty, but also for her intelligence?
She, unfortunately, she is only known for her beauty,
Oh,
but her brain was beyond. Okay.
oh.
And the father dies, and the mother with the two daughters are going to move back to Madrid. Right? They're
Hmm.
going to move back to Madrid, and they're going to take some of their friends to come back and forth. One of the friends, it is Mary May. Mary May, he's a writer. And when he comes, he's a novelist, poet, French. What they do, the mother, being very intelligent, what she wants is to bring to Spain that French cultural thing. Okay? So she
Hmm.
comes with his two beautiful daughters to Madrid, settles, and they have a weekly gathering for intellectuals. And all of these people from Paris are going to come. One of them, Mary May. It gets very, it's a talk about in town, in Madrid. Okay.
Hmm.
Everybody wants to go to see, to be invited to these gatherings because it's culture, it's fun, it's great wine. They had a lot of money. Everything is perfect. Even the Queen Isabella, it is said that she wanted to go to some of these gatherings.
Gatherings. Hmm.
Obviously, the mother, she's not just getting all of these very wealthy men to her house. She wants a lot of single, wealthy men into her house. She has two daughters to marry. In 1800s, that was the big aim, to have your daughter well married. Again, we cannot judge that time with our brain in the 21st century, okay? One of the men who appears there, it is El Duque de Alba. This guy,
The Duke of Alba.
Duke of Alba, young, his
Wow.
father has just died. We have a podcast about the Duke of Alba,
Yeah.
the wealthiest family in Spain, the most powerful family in Spain, and this young man, it is single. The connection between the Duke of Alba and Maria Eugenia is perfect spark. I mean, it's like it
Yeah.
works. The chemistry between the two of them, it's like beyond. They get along, they talk, they go for walks. She loves to horseback ride. She loves sports. He's a sportsman. I mean, the chemistry between these two is immense.
Hmm.
Then one day, everybody is gathered in their house. Okay, the mother says, please come over. Not cultural people, just a novelty. I have something important to announce. Mario Eugenia
Wow.
is like, I'm gonna get married. Yay! Well, that is going to be that thing. She is going to be married. And everybody's like, yes, 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 yes. She's going to get married. She's going to get married. Everybody gathers. The Duke of Alba is there. And the mother says, hello, everybody, please. I have something very important to announce. Maria Eugenia is like, this is it. This is it. And suddenly his sister looks at her. And Maria Eugenia said, in the moment she looked at me, by the way I saw her looking at me, I knew what was going to happen.
Uh-oh.
My daughter is going to get married to the Duke of Alba. My daughter, Francisca Paca. Like, everybody was like, did she not say Maria Eugenia? I was like, okay, weird.
Ah.
Is that what? What's going on? María Eugenia de Montijo cannot bear this. And she's like, okay, congratulations. Everybody's like, oh, congratulations. Your sister's getting married to the Duke of Alba. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Great, great, great. She's heartbroken. She cannot take it. She is devastated.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the night, she goes to her room. At that time, you know, how do you say cerillas? The matches?
Matches, yeah.
Matches.
Yeah.
Okay, the phosphorus of the matches. Back then, don't ask me why. I know this fun fact, haha, that Spanish matches, they were very famous back then. So she collects all the matches from the house
Is
and
that
she
right?
takes all the phosphorus
Yeah.
and she drinks it,
Oh,
which are terribly poisonous.
yeah,
She
of course.
wants to take her life away.
Yeah.
At the end, thank God, they find her and she's rescued. She's in total depression.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to the wedding of her sister and the love of her life.
Yeah.
Totally devastated. It is the talk of town. She has tried to take her life away. Oh my God. So the family, yes, the sister is very well positioned, but she is now not a good one. Her love tells her, I am not good enough for you. You deserve better than me. But who is better than him? Nobody. He is the,
Hmm.
the bachelor of the world. I mean, it's like, give me a break. He is the man to know. And yes, I'm happy for my sister, but I feel so betrayed. So she goes down, down, down. The mother decides to move outside of the city of Madrid to a quinta, to a palace outside of Madrid. And there's a big moment where she's in big depression. She cannot hold any longer. And one day, one of the things that happened is that uh, suddenly there's all of this screaming outside of the palace, and this lady comes into the house and runs, and boom, appears in her room. It's a gypsy woman.
A
And
gypsy woman.
gypsy, yeah, a gypsy woman. And she says,
Yeah.
please hide me, please hide me. The police comes chasing her. It's like, ladies, we have seen this woman getting around your property. She's very dangerous. She has just killed her husband.
Wow.
Maria Eugenia is like, uh, something is wrong here. And she doesn't say anything. Says, well, we'll be careful. Don't worry. I'll deal. We'll have our guards being careful here. She goes into the room once the police are gone. And what is going on? And this gypsy woman takes her blouse off, and she saw that she had been whipped nonstop.
Oh,
She had a blue eye. She's like
yeah.
coming from a violent
Yeah.
marriage, and she
Yeah.
could not bear it anymore, and she killed
Mm-hmm.
her husband. And she's running away from all of this pain.
Yeah.
Maria Eugenia de Montijo is like, okay, don't worry. I'm going to get some food for you. She goes to get some peas, whatever there was. Okay. She went there and she gets all the food. The police comes back. It's like, okay, I'm coming back out to make sure that the police are gone.
Mm-hmm.
The police goes, she goes back to her room, and this lady has left only one note with very, 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 very handwriting. She wrote, your life will be better. And this
Mm.
is a spark for her. It's like, I cannot be dependent on men. I cannot be on the past. My life can be better.
Mm-hmm.
This moment, from this moment on, she said, I am a free spirit. I am like this gypsy woman. I need that freedom. I need to get out of Spain.
So that lady, that gypsy lady, just disappeared.
Totally disappeared. So
Oh,
now we've lost, and she will never see her again. Right? We don't
yeah,
know what happens to this gypsy lady. But this is the moment when Merime, he's very worried, the writer, for
yeah.
his friend. I mean, she's a powerful woman, strong, and suddenly she's like, I can do nothing. So he convinces the mother and María Eugenia de Montijo, you need to come back to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Come back to Paris. Let's settle in Paris. Let's get away from Spain. Let's get away of all of this gossip. Let's get away. And when she arrives into Paris, suddenly she blossoms again. She's like, I
Another
don't need.
woman. Yeah.
Yes, she's another woman. I mean, she is what she was before, a
Mm-hmm.
strong, powerful, beautiful. She everybody gets connected with them. I mean, what the mother was doing in Madrid, now she starts doing it in Paris. Everybody's talking about who are these Spanish people? They speak perfect French, they speak English, they speak Spanish, they have money, they're widow and a single. I mean, it's like, what's going on here? All of this comes to a moment when the nephew of Napoleon, it is the president of France. He is Napoleon III. He hears about this woman and he wants to meet this woman that he has seen her at the opera. He has seen her, but they have never, it is the moment what you have to introduce to talk to a lady, la 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 la
Yeah.
la.
Was he already the emperor, or was just before being the emperor?
He's right before.
Okay. Okay.
At this moment, by the way, he is Napoleon III, the
Yeah.
big Napoleon III, and he
Mhm.
is.
I love when you go on gossips like this, I just love it.
He is totally sexually driven. I mean, he has lovers, he goes to brothels, and all of these. He has a very active sexual life, and everybody knows about it in Paris.
Yeah.
And this is a moment when there's a meeting in a house of a lady in France, which is cousin of Napoleon, and Maria Eugenia is invited, and Napoleon is invited, and they're seated together.
Mm.
Chemistry, ping,
Yes,
it
right.
starts.
Yeah, yeah.
And he is like, hello, I'm Napoleon III. I want to do something with you. And
And
she's
then
like,
she just looked at him and bat her eyes like that.
yes, it's like, okay, big in the ass. Like, yeah, first you put a ring on it, and then we can talk about
Ah.
what you want to do.
So it was like a kind of an immediate attraction, isn't
It
it?
wasn't immediate attraction, but he had to court her for almost 3 years because
Wow.
she's pure and she's like, you ain't touching this until you put a ring on it, which I love. At the end, they get married.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I have to tell here that apparently the emperor was known for his many romantic affairs that he had, right? And
Romantic affairs.
affairs, that's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
I don't think they were
And
romantic, but it's
Maria Eugenia, apparently she was very unimpressed by mere filtration. Um, apparently, she famously told him that the way to her heart was through the church altar. Right? It's exactly what you said. Put the ring on me, and then we'll talk about it. And apparently, this Napoleon III, he heightening intrigue, and after about persistent courtship and all that kind of thing. They two married, as you said, 3 years later in January in 1853. And they were married in the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris.
what
Okay.
else? Of course,
Yeah,
where else can you get married if you're the emperor of France?
of course. And obviously, because of that marriage, that elevated Maria Eugenia to the highest social rank, making her the Empress of the French.
Okay, so
Imagine, imagine.
now Jorge, yes, she's the empress of France, of the big empire of France, and I assume she's gonna have a big influence in the novelty and all of these people that are now she's empress, so all the people under her, they have
Profa-
to worship her.
profoundly, profoundly. You have no idea. Particularly in France, Spain, and obviously England. Okay, as you mentioned earlier, Queen Victoria from England. I mean, Maria Eugenia, she played an immense role in shaping the aesthetics of the French court, bringing Spanish elegance and grandeur to the Parisian society of the time. What can I say? Her keen fashion sense made her what's the word? Trendsetter? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the word.
okay.
Trendsetter. Yeah, and you know she was the one that popularized that skirt called, if I'm not mistaken, the name is crinoline, which is that voluminous skirt that became emblematic of the 19th century. You know,
Okay.
that's big ones like
Of
that, that
it.
like about 3 or 4 people could get inside under the skirts. And it became aristocratic fashion, all that. Okay, beyond fashion, as you well said, uh, she used her position to promote arts, education, and diplomacy. She also facilitated key political alliances, and she was even the advisor of her husband, Napoleon III, okay, on European affairs. And she maintained a very strong relationship with Queen Victoria of England and the Spanish monarchy, helping to strengthen a little bit the diplomatic ties between those two nations. Because historically, up to those days, you know, because of the Gibraltar issue and North America, Spain first, or Crown Castilla, and then the British going over there, the relationships were a little bit tense. So she smoothed everything a little bit.
So
And
she
also,
was,
please go ahead.
as you said before, besides being beautiful, she's a very intelligent woman,
Oh, absolutely.
and
Yeah.
she also plays a
Yeah.
key role in this
Yeah. I mean, she
politics.
was advising her husband, the emperor. So, and the husband, of course, listened to her very much and carefully, sometimes with all those thoughts with a lot of success. So that's, yeah, she influenced a lot. And she had I mean, and this is not us saying it here, it's on the books that she apparently had a very good political sharpness. She was very witty, and when he was absent away in some wars or whatever, she frequently acted as a regent of France. I mean,
Wow.
the empress. Okay, I'm here, the one who's in charge of this because my husband is away, and we are separating. You know, marriage is one thing, and the political affairs is another. Okay, and apparently she was very effective doing ruling the country in his place. She had to make critical decisions through major historical events, including the wars in Crimea, that it was in the mid 1800s, and then the intervention of Mexico, which is got a lot to do with Spain as well. Uh, you know that some of her decisions were at the time very controversial, but her ability to navigate the political crisis, Lily, really, sorry, Lily, I was mixing words here, really led her to sharp even more her skills in political affairs.
And Jorge,
Yeah,
in all of these political things,
yeah,
one of the things that she's famous for, it is for helping the creation of the Canal de Suez.
yeah, yeah.
It's the one that
That's
connects the Mediterranean with the Red Sea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was when was the canal open? It was in 1869, if I remember well. Yeah, she played that was one of the things, you know, because France was acting in that part of the African continent with the Middle East. So she played a very important role, you know, mediating in between countries when the ambassadors and when they were in France and he was away. But all that has a very tragic downfall, which was you know, it's called in the books the fall of the Second Empire. Um,
Well, it was way too expensive.
yeah, that's true. That's right. Yeah. It was actually it was in 1870 when when France lost the Franco-Prussian War. Napoleon III, her husband, he was captured at the Battle of Sedan, and then it was when the empire crumbled. And with the monarchy just going down the drain, like they would say nowadays, she was forced to flee France, escaping to England, where she found refuge in uh, Chislehurst, which is in the county of Kent. Okay. Well, tragedy struck again when her only son, Napoleon, Prince Imperial, was killed in 1879 when he was fighting in the Anglo-Zulu War in South Africa. This just devastated her and marked the beginning of Eugenia's retreat from public life. It's a sad ending, all this.
Well, indeed. She lived much, much longer. She died in 1920,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
which
mean,
was, yeah.
despite her political exile, she continued to be a respected figure in European aristocracy. She traveled very much and spent a lot of her time in Spain and England, staying in palaces and stays of her noble relatives and friends. She maintained a very deep connection with her Spanish heritage and was often seen as a bridge between the past grandeur of the Spanish Empire and the modern European aristocracy. Francisco, you said earlier on in this podcast that it was you placed us in the situation when at the beginning of the 1800s, we had a very the silliest monarch we ever had, Charles IV, who allowed Napoleon to cross Spain. With another thoughts that's in the podcast that we have released about it. She was like the bridge, okay, to connect that past with the modern European aristocracy. Okay, so that was her life mainly when she lost her son, her only son, and then well, it was just already in the 20th century, 1920. I think it was July when she passed away. She was, I mean, but for the time, she was 94 when she passed.
94 in the 1920. That
94,
is
yeah,
very old.
very old. Well, I mean, very old, yeah, of
I mean,
course,
for that
94,
time period, I mean, for now, living up to 94 is a very good age,
yeah.
but it's something reachable. But back then, it was like not too many people
Yeah,
would live until
not
that.
too many people. You're right. Yeah. So what happened? She had a lot of time to travel, stay with friends, doing some political acts on the side, or maybe for some, being in charge of some special issues regarding monarchies. Because then at that time we still had a totalitarian monarchy in Spain, right? And well, she died here in Madrid, by the way.
Oh, that I
Yeah,
didn't know.
yeah. But she
Is
was
she
buried.
buried in Madrid?
No, 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 no. She was buried with her husband uh, and her son at the imperial crypt of St. Michael's Abbey in Farnborough, England. That's where they three are buried. Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
what an amazing, interesting life she had. I mean, she's from Granada to be the empress of the world. I mean,
Yeah.
as her big love said, is like, I'm not worth it. You deserve better. What was better than
Yeah.
a novel in Spain? It was the Emperor of France. I think
France.
it's beautiful. And
It is lovely. Yeah.
one of the things you said is that when she reached France, she became, a trendsetter.
Hmm.
And she's in fashion, in politics, in culture. One of the things that we owe to her, and I think it's owing to her, she is now the Empress of France. So if she comes to Spain, has to be on a very political way, so she cannot be in Spain. So instead of her going to Spain, there was another thing. Spain came to her.
Hmm.
How? Well, her good friend Mary May, the writer, remember the one that
Yeah.
was coming back and forth from Spain?
Yeah.
He is the guy, the writer, who writes Carmen,
That's right.
the
Yeah.
opera
The
Carmen.
opera. Yeah.
Carmen is when Bizet gets the script. He composes the beautiful, beautiful Carmen for her, for María Eugenia de Montijo.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's a way to bring Spain into France. And
Hmm.
I don't know if you, Jorge, feel about the same about Carmen. We do have many Spanish-based operas. I mean,
Yeah.
the Barber of Seville, it's based in Spain. Don Giovanni, it is Don Juan Tenorio.
No, Juan
But they
Tenorio.
don't represent Spain, while Carmen represents Spain. To me, the Habanera, the March of the Matadors, all of that is like
Yeah.
that power of Spain that I can imagine her at the Opera Garnier with all of that Spanish music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
incredible.
You're
So,
right. I mean, that's the opera represents to me most of the Spanish spirit of the time. Okay, maybe because the Carmen, because he was a gypsy lady working in the tobacco factory at the time,
mhm.
and you know, gypsy is very much attached to the popular culture, local uses, and everything, and also it's got a lot to do with the bullfighting world at the time
Tradition.
as well. I think everything has a connection, and also the French soldier that falls in love with Carmen in the opera, etc., etc. So I
So,
think, yeah, it represents to me also represents exactly the same as it does to you.
so when you, our dear listeners, listen to Carmen again, think about this woman, María Eugenia de Montijo. And Jorge, we have talked about this magnificent character in history.
Hmm.
And what could be the conclusion of what have got
Oh,
from her? She's so powerful.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, what a good question, Francisco.
A
uh,
difficult one.
yeah. What can I say? Well, obviously she was the last Empress of France. That's the main thing. Okay, and her life was nothing short of extraordinary. We had to think that from her aristocratic upbringing in Spain to her reigns as Empress of the French, I think that she left an indelible mark on European nobility, and also her influence just went beyond fashion and culture. She was an avant-garde as a woman, um, playing pivotal roles in shaping political events at her time, of course. Strong, intelligent, independent. To me, is one of the most fascinating figures of the 19th century in Spain, and why not Europe? That's
Yeah,
my conclusion about it. Yeah,
I have to agree with you. I mean, she was such an amazing, amazing character. And it was a moment when only very powerful women could, be up there. And
yeah,
she was one of them. I mean, we
yeah.
have to put her with Queen Victoria, with Sisi Empress and María Eugenia de Montijo.
Hmm.
So
Well,
great story. And well, I have learned a lot
well,
preparing
so
this.
have I, because you have said the first stages of her life, and then we both developed this chapter that we hope that you have enjoyed. There was a Spanish Empress of France, out
Mhm.
there. And well, chicos out there, if you are listening to us or if you're watching us in YouTube, that little thumb up helps immensely. And we hope you have enjoyed this, and hopefully, Francisco and you all, we will see you next week, don't we?
We shall see all of you next week. It's been a great pleasure, Jorge. I have enjoyed it
Likewise.
big time this week.
Hmm.
And let's see what next week brings to us. Everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful week. We love you.
Adios, chicos.
Amigos.
And as usual, we want to thank all our listeners for being there every week, letting us sharing our talks. Follow us in Spanish Loops in Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or your favorite platform.
And in Instagram, you can find us as the Spanish Loops Podcast. No spaces altogether. If you want to find us the quickest way, just Google Spanish Loops Podcast and you will find us. Hasta la vista, amigos.
See you next week.